Hello students, today we will be going over the blue hit record worksheet. And I'm going to show you how to do this. First we need to make sure we read the instructions. It says, find the union of the two given sets in the column of graphs below. Write the letter next to the graph in each box that contains the number of the exercise. Keep working and you will discover the answer to the title question, why was the hit record nervous? So our first one, we have A is this and B is that. So we're going to find the union of those two sets. So if X is greater than 2, I'm also going to have you write these out in interval notation so you can practice. So if X is greater than 2, the lowest one is 2, and it'll go on to infinity. Remember, infinity is going to be in parentheses. And then when I graph it, I put 2.
Teachers, this is a reminder that for your 9th period after school activity to take attendance, please make sure that you guys take attendance before 4 o'clock. Also, this is another reminder to please keep your students in the room with you until 4 o'clock when we transition. You guys rock. Thanks.
Okay, so the first one here, 2 and infinity, because X is greater than 2. I don't count 2, so it's a parenthesis and not a bracket. Over here, because it's a parenthesis, it does not include 2. It's an open dot shaded to the right because it goes on to infinity. This one, X is less than -1, so it's going to start, the smallest is at negative infinity, and it goes all the way up to -1. And it does not include -1 because it's less than. It's not or equal to, because if it were, that means more ink there and more ink here. So then I put them together. So when I put them together, it's going to look like this. Okay, now I look down at the right-hand side and I say, which one of those matches up with number 1? Okay, that looks like D. So over here at D, I'm going to come down here, I'm going to put the letter D over here, and I'm going to say, oh, letter D goes with 1, and I see a couple of spots where there's the letter 1, and I put, or the number 1, and I put the letter D in both of those spots. Also, I wanted to address this part. This says X such that X is greater than 2. If you want to, we can just cross out that first X such that. That's just a different type of notation. We can just leave it X is greater than or equal to 2. So if we're going to graph that, first we have to do the interval notation. If it's greater than or equal to 2, the lowest number is 2. It includes 2, so I put a bracket, and it goes to infinity. And remember, infinities are always parentheses. And then I do this, write my number line. I put 2, and it includes 2 right there, and it's shaded to the right. So there's the first part of it. Now I'm going to union that with the next one. X is less than or equal to -1. So it's or equal to, so it includes it. We shade to the left there. And then when we put them together, we say this time it includes both of them. So we really have to check on our answers to see if it includes the numbers or not. Because that first one, neither one was included. This one, both of them are. So we look at our paper on our right-hand side, and we say, what includes both of them? It looks like the letter O. So it's the letter O. So these have really nothing to do with the problem, the X and the Y and the A and the B. You want to graph the first one, graph the second one, put them together, match them up with the right-hand side, and then we could say O. So anywhere there's a 2, like over here, we put an O there. And I only see the one spot, so that's what you do. Okay, students, you can get the rest of this. You rock.